If you're a physician, a nurse, or any kind of medical professional, you know that your expertise is your most valuable asset. But have you ever thought about what it would look like to share that knowledge beyond the four walls of your clinic, to reach a massive audience and create new income streams at the same time? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into today: how to turn your hard-earned medical knowledge into a powerful digital brand. And look, this is about so much more than just a little side project. This is your chance to become a truly trusted voice in a world filled with misinformation. It's about building a personal brand that really shows off your passion. So let's get started. First up, Section 1, a new digital practice. Think of this as your modern-day toolkit for education and outreach, really using the online world to your advantage. Okay, on to Section 2, your content creation toolkit. Let's break down the main ways you can actually start sharing what you know. You've basically got three main options here. You can go with written content, like blogs and newsletters. You've got audio, like podcasts. And then, of course, there's video. Now, while the first two are fantastic for really deep dives, there's just something about video. It creates a personal connection that is so hard to beat. So for this explainer, that's exactly where we're going to put our focus. Which brings us to Section 3, the spotlight on video. This is where you can connect with your audience in a really powerful visual way. But here's the trick: you have to choose the right platform for the right message. Think of your video strategy as having two different speeds. On one hand, you have YouTube. That's like your digital library. It's perfect for those in-depth, comprehensive explainers on specific conditions or treatments. Then you have TikTok and Reels. These are your rapid response tools. They're built for short, punchy, myth-busting clips that can grab someone's attention in just a few seconds. So the big question: how do you actually make money from this? Well, it's a pretty clear path. First, you've got to focus on growing your channel to meet the platform's criteria, like YouTube's requirement for 1,000 subscribers. Once you hit those marks, you can turn on ads. But honestly, the real game changer for most creators is that third step: landing brand sponsorships. That's where things can get way more lucrative and, frankly, more authentic. Let's make this super concrete. Picture an ophthalmologist who creates a really helpful video all about the right way to care for contact lenses. Partnering with a contact lens brand for that video, it's a perfect, totally natural fit. The audience gets amazing, valuable info, and the brand gets to connect with them through an expert they already trust. And this idea works across every single specialty. How about a pediatric nurse working with a children's vitamin brand to talk about essential nutrients? See? It's authentic, it's super valuable to parents, and it's a total win-win. The key is to always find partners that line up with your expertise and your values. All right, Section 4 is all about advanced monetization. Once you've built up an audience that trusts you, you can start to think beyond just ads and sponsorships. You can start creating your very own products and services. This is where you really take the driver's seat. Instead of just relying on other platforms, you start packaging your expertise directly for your audience. Think about it. You could develop a detailed online course. You could host a paid webinar on a hot topic, or even offer your skills as a freelance medical writer. You're basically transforming your knowledge from free content into a high-value educational product. Okay, let's pause. We need to talk about what is, without a doubt, the most important part of this entire discussion. Section 5, the essential rules of engagement. Before you even think about hitting publish on anything, you absolutely must understand the ethical and legal guardrails. Let me be crystal clear about this. Your professional reputation is the most valuable currency you have. Online, your credibility is everything. It is the absolute foundation of your digital presence, and you have to protect it fiercely. Every single piece of content you create, every video, every post, every article, has to have a clear disclaimer. This is the statement that legally clarifies that what you're sharing is for informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for real medical advice, and, this is key, it does not create a patient-doctor relationship. This little paragraph is your single most important form of legal protection. Don't skip it. So here it is, your creator's checklist. Number 1, always meticulously cite your sources. It builds trust. Number 2, make sure every bit of information is accurate and up to date. You have to be right. Number 3, keep a very clear wall between your online content and your day-to-day clinical practice to avoid any conflicts. And finally, choose a specific niche. Don't try to be a generalist online. Be the absolute go-to authority in one specific area. And that brings us to our final section, number 6, starting your content journey. Look, this all takes work and dedication, for sure, but every single journey begins with one simple step, figuring out what makes you unique. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. What is the one niche that you could absolutely own? Is it helping people manage their diabetes? Is it guiding new parents through the challenges of pediatric sleep? Or maybe it's sports medicine for all the weekend warriors out there. Find that sweet spot where your professional expertise meets your personal passion, because that's where you're going to find your voice, and that's where your journey really begins. Thanks for tuning in.